Greetings from New York City. I'm Phil and we're running the bridges. This is a video series where we visit all the bridges in New York City that you can run across. The big, the small, the old, the new, the world famous icons, and the ones you've never even heard of. And today we are in the Sheepshead Bay neighborhood of Brooklyn, and we are visiting the Ocean Avenue footbridge. And this is a really nice little bridge, and this connects the Sheepshead Bay neighborhood with Manhattan Beach across the way there. And that is Sheepshead Bay behind me, the body of water. Manhattan Beach there is part of Coney Island, actually back when Coney Island was a full and complete island. Sheepshead Bay and the Coney Island Creek actually separated Coney Island from the rest of Brooklyn, which of course is part of Long Island. Part of that area was filled in between the 20s and I think like 1940. So Coney Island is now connected by land to the rest of Brooklyn, but this bridge still remains. And so just a little bit of information about this bridge. It's about 400 feet long. It's pedestrian only. And the first bridge here on this side was built in 1880 by a man named Austin Corbin. And he had a hotel on the Manhattan Beach side back when that area that had some hotels and resorts there, and he even built a railroad to get out here. And he proposed this bridge in 1879, and he built it, and then he had a change of heart because he discovered that some of the unwanted types were coming to his property, and for him, his unwanted types, he was afflicted with a little bit of the anti-Semitism. So he tried to destroy the bridge, but it was built back. And anyway, so that the bridge dates from 1880. By 1930, the city took it over, and the city built basically the bridge that you see now. And just so you can see where we are on Emmons Avenue. This is a street here, Emmons Avenue, and the closest street actually there is East 19th Street. Ocean Avenue is a block there to the east, but Ocean Avenue is a through street. East 19th Street doesn't even go across the Belt Parkway. We're just a couple blocks south of the Belt Parkway, and so Ocean Avenue is block over that way, and then when we get to the other side, we'll get to Shore Boulevard and Exeter Street. But we're just going to go across here, and as soon as people pass by, and talk a little bit. So you can see it's got a nice blue color. It's actually just recently had some reconditioning work done between 2022, Ocean Avenue Bridge, no bicycles allowed, and 2025. It reopened completely in late spring of 2025. And now for runners, you can see this is not a very wide bridge, so it's not really suitable for running. There are a lot of pedestrians here, so if you do jog across this, just see, fishing prohibited from the bridge. I think that's kind of controversial. I think, and there are still people who fish from the bridge. People like to fish from here. But if you are running across, just be very slow, cautious, careful. Don't disturb anybody in their perambulations. But you can see now off to the west there, you can see where that's the end of Sheepshead Bay. And so that's where the land was filled in from, and that is about West End Avenue, which lines up about East 14th Street. And so the Coney Island Creek was filled in from there to Shell Road. Parts of Coney Island Creek are still there, and there are a couple of bridges. And there's right here on the south side of the bridge, there's a little bit of a rise to a small watercraft you can get through, such as jet skis. I don't know if jet skis are allowed, but or rowboats. but there's a little bit of a rise here on the south side. But this was all, there's some like the wooden walkways, the railings, I believe were all redone between 2022 and 2025. So it's a very nice little footbridge. It's a nice scenic area. And we are not far from Coney Island, like boardwalk and the rides and all that kind of stuff. So you can just see it's really nice scenic area. There are some over on the other side on Evans Avenue are docks for large yachts or for fishing boats, like to go on fishing trips, and you can see all the boats in the marina way over there. So, but this can be a great place to connect different areas that you might want to run to. So for about a mile off to the east, if you take Emmons Avenue, about a mile off to the east, you'll join up with a greenway that you'll come to the beginning of a greenway that follows the Belt Avenue or Belt Parkway for quite a few miles, and you can even take like at Flatbush Avenue, you can turn off to like go past Floyd Bennett Field out to the Rockaways. So that's about a mile off to that way, and then about a mile off to the west, you go on the streets, but then you can get to at Coney Island Avenue, you can get to the main Coney Island boardwalk. And from there you can get close. It's about another mile before you get to like the Cyclone and the parachute jump and all that. But so this is in between those two areas, if that is something that you would like to do. And I think that's a nice little run, and it's a nice little place to see in between. So that is a look at the Ocean Avenue footbridge. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you out here running sometime, and we'll see where the wind takes us for the next one.